You may remember when we introduced you to our new field correspondent, James McDonald.
And some of you might remember his favorite sandwich.
Toasted cinnamon raisin bagel.
Okay.
With bologna and cheese, plain, just plain. I don't know if it's my favorite sandwich, Jimmy, but that's usually the look that people give me too when I tell them that's my favorite sandwich. So.
Yeah, we're still giving him that look today. He is with us in the Delmarva Life Kitchen showing us how to assemble this concoction. James, welcome. We said we were going to bring you in here to make the sandwich.
Yes.
So
yeah.
Tell it. I'm skeptical. I'm going to say that right.
That's okay. I mean, this is my first kitchen segment. This is actually the first time anybody's actually let me in their kitchen willingly. So,
All right.
A lot of firsts for today.
We'll unpack that later.
Yeah, there's something in there.
So tell us, what do we do?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So of course, the bologna and cinnamon raisin sandwich. Of course, it's in the name. You need a good bagel. So you need the finest cinnamon raisin bagels out there. And I always say it's usually the ones that are on sale. So these happen to be on sale. They were 2 for $5. That's always
great. All the New Yorkers who are watching are probably like,
Yeah. Just hold on to your seat. You're about to see something.
And what's great about these is they're pre-sliced already. So you don't have to. I can't tell you the number of times where I've gotten the bagels, they aren't sliced, and you use a knife like this.
And you've lost a thumb.
And now you can't even eat your sandwich because you
have
need
no
a couple fingers to be able to hold it.
Okay, so you put it in the toaster.
Well, before you do that, you gotta
smash it.
You just gotta flatten it because sometimes it doesn't. These bagels get a little bit big, and sometimes they don't fit in the toaster. So I usually try to do that, and.
Wait a minute, you put them both in the same way. Don't they go this way?
Yeah, that's
yes.
I'm with you. I was like, no, that's not going to work.
I don't know if that's a thing or not.
And then well, first of all, Lisa, how do you like your bagel? Do you like it
lightly toasted?
Lightly toasted.
I don't like hockey pucks.
Okay. And the one thing I never knew, I actually found out about this online. I thought the numbers were like how crispy the bagel is, but rumor has it it's actually the number of minutes that you cook the bagel.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know
So
that either.
you learned something new.
Should we time? I guess. So you have it on 3.
So
are we gonna sit here for 3 minutes?
Well, I guess I could tell you the story of how it first came about, and that's a nice story. It's a great story you could tell like by a campfire or something, Jimmy.
Okay, all right.
But so it all started. Lisa, as you know, I'm a little bit of a picky eater, and that also goes. That's an understatement, right? And that also goes with bread, and I'm a little bit picky of the kind of bread that I have for a sandwich, like a peanut butter and jelly. I'm good with bread, but when it's lunch meat, when it's like a ham and cheese, I'm not too crazy about like wheat bread or white bread or rye bread. I'm more of a Philly roll guy.
Okay.
Well, all right.
Yeah, and so it happened to be one of the days when, of course, the rolls usually come in like packs of 6 or something like that.
Right.
It might have been a Saturday, right, if I had a sandwich there every day. And so I was all out of rolls. And it was either...
You're down to nothing. What do you do?
Yeah, it was either white bread or...
And that can't
I
happen.
opened up the bread cabinet. There happened to be some cinnamon raisin bagels there, and...
Voila.
I mean, it works with everything else, right? It works on a breakfast sandwich. It works with butter and jelly. Why not?
Oh, look at that!
All right, that was perfect timing. So that's exactly how it came out to be.
Sorry you couldn't finish your story.
That's okay. That's
I'm
okay.
just kidding.
That's okay. So,
All right.
Of course, you got the finest cinnamon raisin bagels.
The finest.
Of course, you have to have the finest cheese and bologna.
The finest on sale.
The finest on sale, exactly. And this is a brand I haven't used before because obviously I'm from Philly. So usually what I do is when I'm having a new supply, usually I try a little bit first. So
Okay. Oh.
why don't you have a
You're
little
a
bit?
good man right
Who
there.
told you to do this? Who told you to give me
I'm
cheese?
noticing here, though, that
Yeah.
you don't have, like, cream cheese or
No.
nothing else?
No schmear?
No schmear?
No schmear. And sometimes what I'll even do is I'll even kind of do a little bit of both. So I'll take a little piece of cheese. My dad taught me how to do this. You take a little piece of cheese and you put, your lunch meat of choice and kind of roll it up thin there. So it's kind of like a sandwich even before you get to the sandwich.
I see. Okay.
Are we gonna make this sandwich, or are we just gonna eat the ingredients?
This is quality checking of the ingredients.
It's quality checking. Exactly. And then just put a couple pieces of bologna. I got this thin slice. It makes me feel like I'm a little bit thin when I order it.
It makes it feel like you get more.
Exactly. So usually I've always found that 3 is the magic number, Lisa.
Okay.
But depending on how you like your bologna, you can add more or add less. And I'm a 1 slice of cheese guy. on one slice.
You
So
know,
3 to
I
1 is
like
your
you a
ratio.
lot.
Yeah.
Your whole food thing,
Yeah.
it's going to take a little getting used to.
I know. I don't think you're used to it yet.
And there's no
Lisa.
mustard. There's
No mustard, no nothing. Now, I don't know where to set this down.
Why don't you
here.
put it on the 3 plates that
Yeah,
you got
well,
out?
yeah.
yeah, that sounds good.
All right.
But this was a little trick that my grandmother always taught me. So
Oh, yeah.
thinking of you, Grandma, today.
Aw.
She's up in heaven. But this was her favorite was to put a little chip
Few
on
the
chips
top.
I like chips on a sandwich.
Little
That
chips
is
on
something
top,
we can
so.
agree on.
So there we go.
So do you serve this up when you have company?
You know what? I don't. You know, maybe toward the end of the night when I want people to kind of go home and kind of bring this out. That kind of scares them away, but not when the night first begins, Jimmy. And then, yeah, just put your thing on top.
And you're going to slice that for us?
Of course, yeah. By the way,
I didn't know if I was going to take a bite, then you take a bite, then you take a bite.
By the way, I just wanted to say this, and I meant to say this at the top, but I give you guys so much kudos for trying this because, you know, I first came about this when I brought this to my school at Newman.
Thank you.
And everybody was making fun of it, but nobody was actually willing to try it. So
And here you are on TV.
and here we are actually trying it. I don't
Can't
think
imagine
anybody thought that
somebody
would ever
making
happen.
fun
You
of
ready?
it.
What do you think? How's the crunch? How's the?
Good crunch.
How many times have you had somebody come up to you and say, "Have you ever had something that you didn't like?" That happens, right?
I don't not like it.
I know. It's not. I guess it's not what I expected.
It's actually pretty good.
It is.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
I would probably put. I need moisture.
A little
You know,
smear.
Yeah.
something. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
but you like dry sandwiches. You like dry food.
I do. I've had mayonnaise. I've had a little bit of mayonnaise.
Just not a fan.
Just not a fan. Just not a fan.
I,
no.
you know, I'm like Lisa. I always have a smear on there, of some kind, mustard, ketchup,
Right,
mayonnaise,
right.
something.
It's not bad.
I kind of like it dry. What have you done to us?
Well, there you go. And if you want the recipe, actually, no, we're not going to post the
Yeah,
recipe.
if you haven't figured that out by now.
Yes.
Well, James, thank you for coming in. And
Oh
Yes.
my gosh, thank
Yes.
you. I'm so honored that you're able to try my signature Sammy. So
I've
thanks
taken more than a bite. If I only take one bite and I set it down,
That's usually a bad sign.
now every chef that's been on is going to be like,
You're gonna be scrolling through the archives, right?
yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Love
so much.
having you on Delmarva Life. And we want you to come back. Stick around.